this is nice. We could actually do something.
Don't do this at home. We're not professionals.
Not by any means, but maybe you can learn from our mistakes. Old man? Old man!
Oops.
Hey guys, and welcome back to House Renovations, Chapter 5. Now, as always, let me quit yapping at you and send you over to the Kitten Coalition with Grandpa, Luna, and Little Miss Ghost. And of course, our foreman who doesn't keep us boredmen, Little Miss Scarlet. Episode 1. Good morning, guys, and welcome back to House Renovations, Chapter 5, Episode 1. Now, the goal of today's video is to start using our pod storage unit. We're not sponsored, but they are absolutely amazing. We're going to use that to empty out the back room and prepare it so that we can start working on it soon. So it's not going to be too much of a video today, but we also have another goal of reflashing the bottom of the windows that you guys are going to see in a moment, and re-putting up the storm windows on those to prepare everything for winter. So let me quit yapping, and as always, let's get to work. So first things first was to get the plywood that we had ordered weeks ago into the storage unit so it can continue to stay dry. Now, we weren't just going to let it lean there, have to secure it to make sure it's out of the way. So at this point, we were just grabbing all of our extra material and putting it on the left side of the pod storage unit. And by extra material, I also mean the cut table we've been using for over a year. Well, the homemade one. And there it goes, our cut table, getting stored and packed up for winter. It has been a long time since the yard has been this clear. I mean, even over here, we don't have any of the wood over there. It's so weird. So, I mean, you guys don't understand, this was a long time coming. We needed this storage unit right here, man, I'm telling you. Because, you know what, I'll just show you guys. If you look, we got tools and materials and stuff climbing up the walls back here. And how are we going to get it ready for Mom and Dad to use as a bedroom if we can't clear it out? Remember, work smarter, not harder, guys. In order to clear that back room efficiently, we had to get some shelving units, and I'll show you a quick little snippet of us putting them together. So, this is before all the big stuff got moved in here. We got the cut tables, wire for a project you guys are going to see later, some tools, and definitely shelving. Let's start clearing out that back room, shall we? Alright guys, unfortunately I have to put my toys away for the winter. Well, in this case the fall. Time for your educational segment from the old man. Old man, why do you keep stopping to clean? What's the point?
Clean as you go. You clean as you go. It's better work area. That way you don't have to go back over something. You can set something down and then have to move it again. It's called working smarter, not harder.
Yeah, but don't we normally clean up at the end of the day? I mean, but you know what? It does make sense.
I got something for you.
Oh, hell no.
Going up soon.
Now that we got the back room cleared out, it was time to finish cleaning up.
Special delivery.
Remember guys, work smarter, not harder. Guys, this is the first time in a year that we have been able to swing the door all the way open. Alright guys, and that is the room pretty much all set up and organized with everything in the storage bin. We got a few tool bags to go in here, but yeah, it is much better than it was before. Alright guys, and that's all the time we have for today for House Renovations Chapter 5, Episode 1. Now as you see, we got the storage unit pretty much filled. We have a few more things to throw in there, but that'll wait until tomorrow because the rain is going to be upon us and the sun's starting to go down. Now, tomorrow, hopefully we'll get to that flashing and putting up the storm windows, but hey, you never know, especially here in Rochester, because the weather changes its mind more than anything else I know on the planet. As always, those guys, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys in the next one.
And always remember, guys, work smarter, not harder. If you like what you see, like, comment, and subscribe.
We try to upload every Sunday and Monday.
And always remember to work smarter, not harder.
Oh, man. You know, this is nice. We could actually do something.
Don't do this at home. We're not professionals.
Not by any means, but maybe you can learn from our mistakes. Old man! Old man!
Oops.
Hey guys, and welcome back to House Renovations, Chapter 5. As always, let me quit yapping at you and send you over to the Kitten Coalition with Little Miss Scarlet and Little Miss Ghost. And of course, let me send you over to the old man with a plan, Grandpa Luna. Episode number 2. Good morning, guys, and welcome back to House Renovations Chapter 5, Episode 2. Now, today's going to be a lot of small things. We're going to work on the flashing on the windows, like I said, but I said it in error yesterday. It's not going to be going on the bottom like it was previously. It's actually going to be going at the top of the windows, and it's going to be proper. So, anyways, without further ado, let me quit yapping, and I'll see you guys when I get to work. Time to attach the first storm window so we can get the measurements for the flashing.
Oh.
So, unfortunately, this storm window was all bent out of shape at the bottom, so the old man had to give it some persuasion to get back into shape. Now that that was all done, it was time to get the measurements so we can cut the flashing.
3.5. 1.25, I mean. 32.
Now that we had the proper measurements, all we had to do was cut the flashing and bend it into shape. You know, the fact that I even question why we should get that level is, absolutely mind-boggling now.
Comes in handy for a lot of things.
So, the entire point of the flashing, as you guys are going to see right here, the way it's shaped in that L shape works like drip edge on a roof. It's meant to get water to run off of the window frame and cover up the gap that you guys are going to see right here. It's meant to keep moisture out. It's meant to prepare it for heavy storms, stuff like that. Remember, guys, prepare, prepare, prepare. So this is the final result for the flashing of one window. That's what we're looking for, something that the water's going to run off of. Now, as you guys can see, if I adjust camera angles here, the old man is caulking around the second window. That's so that when we put the storm window on, there's a watertight barrier. On to the next window.
Here we go. Put your hand the other way, please. He takes his slip.
You're good.
Nice. I'm looking at the mark.
Oh, gee, thanks. See, guys, no concern for my hand. The mark's got to be perfect. But, you know, don't mind the extra bit of blood.
If you ain't bleeding, you ain't working.
You don't bust a knuckle, you ain't doing it right.
Uncultured. It has nothing to do with culture. It's called I like my taste buds.
By the way, folks, this is a, years-long debate about Spam.
Spam is not meant for human consumption.
Whereas I love fried Spam sandwiches. Let's get it properly mounted. And now for the third and final window. And that, guys, is the flashing down and the windows sealed up and prepared for winter. Now on to a few more smaller projects we had today. Alright guys, so as you guys saw, we put up the flashing on those windows and got the storm windows up and prepped. Now, we have to reattach the lights that we had out front, make sure everything's all squared away up here, and basic, small things. So after installing the bracket for the solar power light, let's see the old man attempt to put it on the bracket itself. And now, the solar panel. So, the old man decided to change the locks in the front door, which leads us to our educational segment from the old man and a really good piece of advice.
And I always use longer screws than what they provide. They only provide a 2-inch screw to hold your cement plates in. I use longer ones because it goes into, on the jams, usually there's 2 2x4s in there, so that if you put them together, it'll be like 4 inches thick. The longer screws, if somebody tries to break in your house, when they kick in a door or something like that, these screws will hold into them and won't split and let them in. As easy if you were just using a 2-inch screw or an 1.5-inch screw, because you can kick a door and knock it off. Open the door real easy. So I always use longer ones to hold it in.
Alright guys, and as you guys saw, the door closes, opens fine.
Work smarter, not harder.
Old man? Old man! Hey! I left my keys inside!
Oh well, bye.
Alright guys, and that's all the time we have for today for House Renovations Chapter 5, Episode 2. Now, we did get the flashing done, we got a lot of small stuff done today, but tomorrow is the old man's birthday. So I don't know if we're going to be working on the house or not, or what have you, but stay tuned guys, and thank you so much for watching. Hope to see you guys in the next one.
And always work smarter, not harder. If you like what you've seen, like, comment, and subscribe.
We try to upload every Sunday and Monday.
And always remember to work smarter, not harder.
Oh, man. This is nice. We could actually do something.
Don't do this at home. We're not professionals.
Not by any means, but maybe you can learn from our mistakes. Old man! Old man!
Oops.
Hey guys, and welcome back to House Renovations, Chapter 5. Without further ado, let me send you over to the Kitten Coalition with Little Miss Scarlet, Grandpa Luna, and our hostess with the mostest, The Ghost. Episode 3. Good morning, guys, and welcome back to House Renovations, Chapter 5, Episode 3. Now, today is going to be a very interesting one. We're going to be up on the roof, because we're going to be finally fixing the chimney, getting all that old plaster off, throwing some new up, and making sure it's all sealed up and ready for winter. As always, guys, let me quit yapping, and I'll see you when we get to work. So we busted out the old ladder, hopped up on the roof, and the old man started to crack away at the concrete that's already there. So there's not a lot of action in this video, at least from my end and from the old man, because there's a valid reason for that. We'll get into that later. Let's continue on with watching the old man break that concrete. Now, with a project like this, guys, you're definitely going to want to clean as you go, because all it's going to take is one misstep on a piece of concrete or a piece of brick that fell, and you're going right off the roof. Clean as you go, guys, clean as you go. Now, to get the larger pieces of concrete and brick off the roof, we had a little help. Okay, guys, say hi to your bucket boy. This is Bry Guy.
My other son. Got it. Untie it. Untie it? Yeah.
And as you guys see, Bucket Boy doing his job. Back to chipping away. You guys are going to see mostly the old man working on the chimney because there are weak spots in the roof, and I weigh almost 100 pounds heavier than he does, and we don't need me going through, so I'm stuck on camera duty today, guys. So what the old man is talking about is, you know what? I'm just gonna have him show you.
As you guys can see, the ordering between all the bricks is shot. We found a brick next door in the empty lot. Replaced that. You gotta remember, guys, it's a 100-year-old house, and that's a 100-year-old brick and mortar.
So the reason we know that they're 100-year-old bricks is because they are produced by the Horseheads Brick Company. You see the stamp here on this brick? HHDS was a mark for a mold that they used. The Horseheads Company closed down in 1849. So it's very well possible that they had bricks laying around when they made the house in 1920. So it was time to do a little bit more cleaning. I'll explain why in a moment. Alright guys, change of plans. We're gonna actually replace the chimney this time around. Not just cover it up and patch it and prep it for winter. It's gonna be done right. Oh man.
Yep.
So we finished cleaning up and moved everything off the roof. So I'm gonna be honest with you guys, it's a little hard to record when the camera doesn't sit very securely. So I'm sorry I didn't get many clips today, but we also ended extremely early. Alright guys, and that's all the time we have for today for House Renovations Chapter 5, Episode 3. Now, as you guys see, the chimney isn't replastered or anything like that. That's because we decided partway through that, you know what, we're going to replace it. Only because it's a 100-year-old brick and mortar. It needs to be replaced and it's going to be done right. So, we're going to do some research and get some break-in, hopefully. I'll see you soon. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys in the next one.
If you like what you see, like, comment, and subscribe.
We try to upload every Sunday and Monday.
And always remember to work smarter, not harder.
Oh, man. You know, this is nice. We could actually do something.
Don't do this at home. We're not professionals.
Not by any means, but maybe you can learn from our mistakes. Old man! Old man!
Oops.
Hey guys, and welcome back to House Renovations, Chapter 5. As always, let me quit yapping at you and send you over to the Kitten Coalition with Little Miss Scarlet, Little Miss Ghost, and of course, the old man with a plan, Grandpa Luna. Episode 4. Good morning, guys, and welcome back to House Renovations Chapter 5, Episode 4. Now, today is going to be the disassembly and reassembly of the new chimney. Pretty much self-explanatory. So, let me quit yapping at you guys, and I'll see you guys when we get to work. Alright, let me send you over to the ground crew to show you the system that we're working with getting those bricks down.
Right guy here. As you can see, we're getting ready to begin for the day. The old man is about to go up on the roof. We've got everything set up here. We've got our bucket full of tools. We got a nice rig to bring up the bricks. A couple carabiners and some rope. We've got a cart to move brick while we're working. And the old man's got a nice setup for mixing our mortar mix.
Time to get up on the roof and start pulling down those bricks. Alright guys, as you see where that orange bucket is right about there, that is a platform that the old man made. That's where I was standing yesterday when I was filming. So I'm back on the new roof that we made for the back room and capturing the shots. Again, I want to be out of the way so in case something happens, the old man is able to get over here where I'm at. And I don't want to cluster up everything because him and Bry Guy got a system. So today I'm behind the camera and yeah. Remember to clean as you go, guys. Again, it's just going to take one small step on one of those pieces of brick and the old man's going right over. Let's see the progress so far.
Look at the decay over years. Only 2 more courses left on the roof. And look at all the junk that's fallen down in this thing over the years. There's the vent for the chimney flute. We got to clean all that garbage out yet next.
Speaking of that, alright, that is a piece of the attachment, we're gonna say. It's tar paper and shingle and all of that is attached there at the chimney. The old man's vacuum cleaning everything, so remember, clean as you go, guys. Clean as you go. So, another thing to add to the list of weird shit we found while fixing this house. It's Walmart sandwich bread bag in the chimney. Also doesn't help that the old man just pulled out a literal rat's nest. So as you guys can see above my head, the chimney is removed. Now, we've hit a huge snag in the process. Comes to find out that yes, the bricks up top were deteriorated, but all the way down is deteriorated. We're gonna have to cut a hole in the ceiling and see the extent of the damage. So stay tuned. So what you guys are seeing here is the chimney from the basement. That's the inside look. Not necessarily the inside of it, but the inside of the house. Great way to relieve stress. Again, guys, don't try this on your home. Without the plaster, pardon the smokage and all that. It's also dust settling, but yeah, that's what it looks like underneath there. And remember, right here is the chimney itself.
This is why I'm telling you it's no longer alive.
So guys, that's the hole we made in the roof from where the chimney was. Right up in there. Yeah. So once the hole was wide enough, the old man climbed up there and just started pulling the chimney down brick by brick by brick. I mean, we were filling up buckets left and right. Bry Guy was so kind enough to take them out and dump them. Just bucket after bucket after bucket. And 30 buckets later, it was insane, guys.
The bird's eye view of what's going on.
Hi guys, clear through and through.
And here's a look at the chimney going straight down into the basement. Alright guys, and that's all the time we have for today for House Renovations Chapter 5, Episode 4. Now, production is halted because we're going to have to actually modernize the chimney instead of replacing it. So, we got extra brick laying around for whatever we need it for. Anyways guys, I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, I hope to see you guys in the next one.
If you like what you see, like, comment, and subscribe.
We try to upload every Sunday and Monday.
And always remember to work smarter, not harder.
Oh, man. You know, this is nice. We could actually do something.
Don't do this at home. We're not professionals.
Not by any means, but maybe you can learn from our mistakes. Old man! Old man!
Oops.
Hey guys, and welcome back to House Renovations, Chapter 5. As always, let me send you over to the Kitten Coalition with Grandpa, Luna, Little Miss Ghost, and the foreman who doesn't keep us boredmen, Scarlet. Episode 5. Good afternoon, guys, and welcome back to House Renovations Chapter 5, Episode 5. Now, today is modernizing the chimney. In other words, we're going to be using the pipe that the old man is currently assembling right now to run it from the furnace and the water heater in the basement all the way up to the roof. Now, what that's going to do is allow us to vent extra gas and extra heat to go out through the roof so we can be nice and safe, warm, and comfortable. But let me quit yapping, guys, and I'll see you guys when we get to work. First thing on the docket, assembling that pipe. And oh my god, was it an ordeal.
Trying to put it in the air steady.
Oh shit.
Piss me off.
Don't crush it, Dad. Think of the money.
That's what David said earlier.
Oh shit.
Now, it's being a real pain in the ass right now, but that is a section of the vent pipe that we're going to be using for the furnace.
Oh, when it crinkles, it doesn't seal properly.
Oh. It's more so function over form.
Yeah.
Stay right on the seam.
And now we have a special guest for this video. So as you guys see right here, you see the old man and Bry Guy working on the ducting. But if I swivel it over here, we got our real foreman, the head woman in charge, the mama. Wave hi, Mom.
Also known as the HBIC.
Exactly. And if you don't know what that means, look it up. Back to the pipe assembly. You guys see here, it's not easy putting these tubes together. Literally, I had to connect it at the end here, and the old man has to go through and squeeze it along his end. And when I tell you I'm gripping this thing for dear life, guys, I'm gripping this thing for dear life. In this clip here, you see that we have self-tapping screws in the pipe. That's to hold them together after we finally got them into shape. And in this clip here and the following clip, you're going to see the old man first using aluminum tape and duct tape. Those are to create a nice seal so nothing leaks out, and also to give it a little bit more structural integrity. Now that all the sections were complete, it was time to join them all together. What the old man is throwing on the end of it is called an adjustable 90-degree elbow. It's so that once we get it down into the basement, we're going to be able to attach it to the furnace and to the hot water tank. Alright guys, so this right here that you see me lifting up is our vent pipe. It is 20 foot high. It's got to go from the basement out the roof. So yeah, we have the adjustable elbow on the end of it so that we can adjust it as we need down in the basement, so we can have the vent coming from the furnace to this out the roof, so we don't have problems with carbon monoxide. Let's get that vent pipe up on the roof and into the chimney.
Stand next to me first, Brian. Keep it a little straight now.
And here's where we encountered the major problem of the day. You see, at the very bottom, right at the furnace, there was a chute, and the pipe didn't fit all the way down. So the old man and I had to go down to the basement and get our hands dirty. So that hole that the old man has his arm in right now is what leads to this. It leads to our furnace so we can vent out the carbon dioxide. It's going to ultimately connect, and I'm sorry I'm in the light, guys. We're down in the basement. Let me move this. It's going to ultimately connect to this. That's the exhaust. Then on the other side of the same coin is the vent from the hot water tank. This is the hot water tank. Again, guys, in the basement. Sorry, it's all musty and dusty and crusty. But that leads into the chimney, and that plaster right there around it is falling apart. So that's why we turned off our hot water, so that we don't have a gas leak inside the house. So the main problem was that neither the old man or myself could reach up into that hole that the old man's arm was in and reach the pipe. So we had to break some bricks. There you go.
Get that next chunk above the top. Yep.
There we go.
Yep.
Alright guys, so the reason we're knocking out all this brick right here on the chimney and down here at the base in the basement is because we need to get to that piece right there. That is where our vent tube is going to come through. It's going to go here, and then we move it all the way over here, right there. So after we cleared all that, we also had to go from above down and clear some more out. So after hours of pounding bricks, we finally got the pipe in, and the old man decided to attach it to the rafters in the roof.
This is what you call major strapping to make sure things don't go anywhere. 3 of them just on this upper part.
Now to remove any excess pipe sticking from the roof. As you can see, guys, the old man is taking apart some of the vent pipe that we put up. It's because we had a lot more than we needed. Remember, it's easier to cut some excess off than it is to add more on. Alright guys, and that's all the time we have today for House Renovations Chapter 5, Episode 5. Now, we didn't finish everything up because we did realize that we were missing a part. We also started really late in the day. Our Home Depot order that we ordered yesterday was supposed to be here at like 6 in the morning. It didn't show up till about 1 o'clock, but we got to make another Home Depot run because we're missing what is called a T. We'll show you what that is tomorrow, but as always, I want to say thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys in the next one.
And always remember to work smarter, not harder. Accidents do happen. If you like what you see, like, comment, and subscribe.
We try to upload every Sunday and Monday.
And always remember to work smarter, not harder.
Oh, man. You know, this is nice. We could actually do something.
Don't do this at home. We're not professionals.
Not by any means, but maybe you can learn from our mistakes. Old man! Old man!
Oops.
Hey guys, and welcome back to House Renovations, Chapter 5. As always, let me send you over to the Kitten Coalition with Little Miss Scarlet, Grandpa Luna, and the hostess with the mostest, the Ghost. Episode 6. Alright guys, good afternoon. Welcome back to House Renovations Chapter 5, Episode 6. Now, today we're going to be sealing up the roof, making sure that the vent pipe is properly secured up top, sticking out. We're going to put the vent cover on that, and we're also going to go down in the basement, make sure everything is hooked up properly. Now, off camera last night, and because it was running late, the old man just said, you know what, screw it, we're going to hook up the hot water tank so we have hot water because we need a shower, we need to wash dishes, things and such like that. So, we managed to get that tea. The old man went to Home Depot and actually let me sleep in today. I have to thank him for that one. He went to Home Depot solo and he got more piping, he got more tools because we have other projects that we need to do before his vacation's over on Tuesday. Anyways, let me quit yapping and I'll see you guys when we get to work. As you guys can see, the old man is up in the air. I am on ground crew and camera today, unfortunately. We do not have a bra guy today. He's got his own things to run, so I'm going to make sure the old man doesn't fall off the roof, make sure he's got everything he needs, and I'll see you guys later. First things first, the old man already pre-cut some 2x4 and some 1x3 so he can reinforce the framing around the hole. So, the old man came down from the roof and was going to cut some plywood. He had the measurements, but he forgot his pencil. Look at the old man over here. He's cheating. He's cheating. It's a rite of passage to know how to sharpen those things.
Yeah, but I work smarter, not harder.
Cheater.
Yep.
With sharpened pencil in hand, the old man went to go cut the plywood, and, you know what? I'll let past me explain what happened. So, we do have an extra side project for today, guys. We are currently working on a neighbor's steps. She was so kind to ask, you know, how much we charge. We're just going to do it. She is awesome. I like to call her Anime Mom. Anytime I wear any of my anime shirts, she's always complimenting me, and we're talking about anime. She's showing me her drawings, so it's the least I could do for her, you know, making me smile. So, these are the steps in question, guys. They're falling apart, and it's not safe for anybody. So, of course, we're going to help old mamas over here. All right, old man, what do you think?
It'll make it.
Heck yeah. Even attach the railing tighter. Good job, old man. Good job. Now that that was all done, it was time to get back to sealing up the roof. Alright guys, I know how I said earlier that we were going to show you how the T works and everything. I will do a quick demonstration with that later, but we're not mainly concerned with attaching the furnace to the vent pipe just yet. Only because it's still warm, and it's a lot more wet, so we're more concerned with getting the roof sealed up. What you see right here, guys, is the old man is squaring off out the plywood that he's going to put down in order we can attach the sheet metal, the tar paper, and what's the word I'm looking for? Reshingle. Thank you. See, that's why he's the brains. Anyway, so we can reshingle the patch that we had to make. So here, the bit you see on the drill is called a hole saw bit. It has a slight little drill bit on it to start the hole, and then it spins and cuts a circular hole in whatever you're using, whether it be drywall, wood, metal, what have you. Now, you'll see every once in a while, it'll seize up and stop. You'll see the old man stop, take his finger off the trigger, crank it down a little bit, and then proceed to go again, slowly. The whole point is that you don't have jagged edges. You want it to be able to fit around what you're fitting it around, whether it be, for our case, vent pipe, or drywall, or electrical lines, water lines. Again, it's about knowing your tools. And that bit is what makes that hole so we can fit it around the pipe. So, I've been pulling double duty today. I've been doing ground crew and camera work. Guess who finally showed up about 4 hours late? Come on, Bry Guy, you're better than this.
I had other things to do.
Just before we get into the flashing step, because remember guys, that is what helps prevent the seams from getting moisture and water in. I decided, hey, you know what? Let me give them a demonstration of what we're going to be doing tomorrow when we fully attach the vent pipe. Alright guys, so this is what I was talking about when I said we needed a T for the vent pipe.
Well, that one's actually a Y.
Technically it's a Y, but the principle is still the same. So, this end right here that you see that I'm pointing towards the camera is going to be connected to the hot water tank. This end right here with the crimp on it, remember the crimp is so that it can squeeze the shape, is going to the furnace. And this end right here is what our vent pipe connects to. Now basically we're going to take a few of these adjustable elbows like we had yesterday on the end of the vent pipe. We're going to slide them on, clamp them down as we need to, and adjust it so we can get the vents straight out and out to the roof, and so we're safe from carbon monoxide, gas, all that. Now, onto the old man throwing on the flashing. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, and everybody in that wonderful colorful spectrum in between. The old man is now applying flashing. I am here on the ground because I am needed on the ground. Would love to be up there though. Now, to thoroughly seal those seams that he just made. Alright, old man, I see all these parts on this table. What are you exactly doing?
I'm modifying the old vent that was actually pretty new. It cost me a pretty penny. So I'm modifying it to fit the new vent flue. I had to take it apart. I'm going to be putting it together to go from the 3-inch pipe down to the 4-inch, and then I'm going to put this on top of this. That's the cap, so water and leaves and birds, animals don't get inside. A new vent top.
So now it's time to apply some tar paper and reshingle. You see that black paper that is to the old man's left? That is tar paper. It's the same thing we used on the roof in the back. So what you see the old man hammering in here is what is called an end cap. It's basically the same thing that you see in front of it, and it's going to line up all the way to the pipe and go a little bit after so that we have a new peak on the roof. Can't forget the cherry on top, the new vent cover. Alright guys, and that's all the time we have for today for House Renovations Chapter 5, Episode 6. Now, we got the roof sealed up, which is good. We didn't show you guys the pipes being put together because that's going to be done tomorrow down in the basement. Oh boy, that's going to be fun. Anyways guys, as always I want to thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.
If you like what you see, like, comment, and subscribe.
We try to upload every Sunday and Monday.
And always remember to work smarter, not harder.
Oh, man. You know, this is nice. We could actually do something.
Don't do this at home. We're not professionals.
Not by any means, but maybe you can learn from our mistakes. Old man! Old man!
Oops.
Hey guys, and welcome back to House Renovations, Chapter 5. Now, today is a mini episode, so no Kitten Coalition today. Let's just get right into it. Good morning guys, and welcome to a mini episode of House Renovations, Chapter 5. Now, today we're going to be hooking up the furnace and the hot water tank to our flue pipe, so stay tuned for more. As you guys see, the old man is getting ready to throw the Y in there. He's got it pretty much set up for the fabrication of it, but we'll show you more when we get the extensions on. The old man has that converter collar on, and you see he's attaching it and getting it all ready to be mounted up. And to think, guys, we wouldn't have the room to do all this if I didn't go nuts breaking the bricks down here. So as you see, some of the pieces didn't quite fit, which leads us into... As with any project like this, modifications are a must. So, what the old man did was that he cut a very small triangle inside of the crimped end of that so he can fold it over and fit it into the elbow. That elbow that you see the old man screwing in that he had to cut the crimped end so it could fit on top of it was from the previous vent pipe that connected to the furnace. Again guys, reuse and recycle. If it's good material, it's good material. So we need to connect this pipe to this one. That's why those adjustable elbows are a godsend. Now that elbow that the old man has in his hand is actually the part of the original exhaust pipe that was on the furnace before we even started this project. It's good, so why not reuse it? Cuts on cost. Alright guys, the exhaust from the furnace is hooked up to our Y. Now we need to work here in order to get over here on the hot water tank. I apologize guys for not getting the fabrication of this vent pipe going to the hot water tank filmed, but the old man needed my help for a lot of things. Trust me, it was a real pain, but we figured it out. Alright guys, and that is everything all set all the way down to the furnace. I'm gonna go back up, hit the Y here, and all the way over to the hot water tank. Turning on the hot water tank. Yay! Clean dishes! Alright guys, and thank you for watching this, mini episode of House Renovations Chapter 5. Again, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys in the next one.
If you like what you see, like, comment, and subscribe.
We try to upload every Sunday and Monday.
And always remember to work smarter, not harder.